Hello all, welcome back to my channel Rad Focus. I'm so thankful that you being here. In this video I'm going to talk about interaction of radiation with matter part 2. Let me list you 5 basic interaction with matter: coherent scattering, photoelectric effect, Compton scattering, pair production, photodisintegration. As coherent scattering is already been discussed in my previous video, that is part 1 of this video, today here remaining interactions will be discussed. Let me begin with photoelectric effect. Consider an atom. An atom contains nucleus, protons, electrons, neutrons, and different energy shell. K shell is the closer to the nucleus and it is the innermost shell which is weakest of the energy level in the atom. M shell is the outermost shell, that is the strongest energy shell. Now come to the concept. When an incident radiation interact or encountered with the innermost shell electron, that is K shell electron, it dislodges the electron and the ejected electron is called free electron, and the space created by the free electron is called electron hole, which is fulfilled by the L shell, that is adjacent or immediate higher energy shell electron, and it produces a radiation that is called characteristic radiation. And this electron hole which is created in L shell is fulfilled by its higher energy shell, that is M shell electron, and it produces a radiation called characteristic radiation. This is all about photoelectric effect. So by the end of the photoelectric effect, we will be getting 3 end products, that is characteristic radiation, and one positive ion, that is free electron, and negative ion, that is electron hole which is fulfilled by an higher energy shell electron, that is negative ion. So probability of occurrence of photoelectric effect. Before entering it into the concept of probability of occurrence, let's know what is binding energy. Binding energy means each and every atom is having a certain amount of energy, that is to separate the electron from the orbit. That is called binding energy. So when the incident photon or the energy of the incident radiation is same, the probability of photoelectric effect occurs same. If incident photon energy is insufficient or lesser than the binding energy of an atom, photoelectric effect won't occur. Coherent scattering will occur. If energy level of the incident photon is higher than the binding energy of the atom, then Compton scattering will occur. If incident photon energy is higher than the useful range than the binding energy of the atom, then pair production and photodisintegration interaction will happen. So, to conclude the probability of occurrence of the photoelectric effect here, let's say 3 points. One is, incident photon must have sufficient energy to overcome the binding energy of the electron. Second point, photoelectric effect is more likely to occur when the incident photon and the binding energy of the atom are the same. Then third point, tighter the electrons bound in the orbit, more likely it is to be involved in a photoelectric effect. So this is all about probability of occurrence in the photoelectric effect. What is the application of photoelectric effect? Photoelectric effect is one of the useful interaction, because after photoelectric effect the quality of the image is good because no scattered radiation is produced in this interaction. It enhances natural tissue contrast. And now comes the Compton scattering. In the Compton scattering, when the interaction of the X-rays or the incident photon into the outermost shell electron, it dislodges the electron, and the dislodged electron is called as Compton electron, and the incident radiation emits or exits from the orbit as a scattered X-ray. This is all about Compton scattering. It is also useful scattering. It depends on number of electrons in an absorber of the metal or the tissue, so that anatomy of the tissue will absorb differently. Different anatomic structures will absorb differently depending on the number of electrons. So application of the Compton scattering will be clinically, anatomy of the human body, the different part of the anatomic structure will absorb differently. That is the after Compton scattering, that relates to the Compton scattering. The differences of the photons get absorbed by an anatomic structure differently. That is the application of Compton scattering. So now come to the pair production. Pair production usually occurs energy of the incident photon which is higher than the 10 kilo electron volt. That is higher than the useful range. So when the incident photon interact directly into the nucleus, it get absorbed by the nucleus, and nucleus is splitted into positive electron and negatively charged electron. So negatively charged electron will continues with annihilation process. So this is about pair production. And photodisintegration. Photodisintegration is similar to photodisintegration is similar to pair production, but here the byproduct will be when incident photon which is higher than 10 mega electron volt, which gets absorbed by the nucleus, and the small portion of the nucleus is dislodged. It can be neutron, it can be alpha particle, it can be electron, whatever it may be. It can be alpha particle, whatever. This is photodisintegration. To summarize this concept, the only two important interactions are photoelectric effect, Compton scattering. Coherent scattering is not so important because it doesn't come in diagnostic range. Then pair production and photodisintegration are above the useful energy range. But photoelectric effect and Compton scattering are the most important interaction in our diagnostic radiology. How photoelectric effect is more important is, it is a low radiation with high atomic number absorbers, and it doesn't produce scatter radiation. It will produce high contrast in an X-ray image naturally, but unfortunately it exposes the patient with a great deal of radiation at energy. Then Compton effect. Compton effect is very common interaction between tissue and the X-rays. It is responsible for almost all scatter radiation. The keynote is radiographic image contrast is very less in Compton effect than in photoelectric effect. So this is the reference, Christensen Physics of Diagnostic Radiology 4th edition, the textbook. Thank you. If you like this video, please do like, share and subscribe my channel. I hope it helps for you. Thank you one and all.